Hello everybody, and welcome to DJP for another happy planner experience video. For today's video, we are going to be talking about 5 things that I learned after 31 days of Frankenplanning. So as you can see, there's a change of scenery. One, you are not seeing my planner, you are seeing me here live in the flesh. So hello to all 248 of you who have subscribed to the channel, and to all of the rest of you who are just watching me for the first time. Hello, thank you for stopping by. Just a brief background: my name is Tiffany and this is my channel, obviously my home on the web. And my channel is basically about me, the next 18 months of my life in 16 classic size happy planners. So I have a video called Welcome to the Happy Planner Experience. You can go check that out if you are interested in knowing the full backstory, but that's just the gist of it. So I'll be talking about, I'll be doing a lot of planner videos. Eventually I will get to some how-to plan videos. But for today, we're going to be talking about some of the things that I learned from 31 days of Frankenplanning. So I'm going to grab my planner here. I had a pen, and here she is. Or yeah, here she is. I should name her. Or have I named her? Did I name her and just forget her name? I should name her though. Anyway, do you name your planner? I would like to know. Okay, so let me, I'm going to grab my list here because I did write some stuff down so I wouldn't forget. I'm seriously thinking about doing voiceover videos, because in my videos I be like all over the place. I write better than I speak because I can like focus on what it is that I want to say, and I just communicate it better. So I might do that, I don't know, but I don't want to sound robotic either, so I'm thinking about it. Okay, so let's see, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so I have 5 things that I'm going to be talking about. Camera's over here. I have 5 things that I'm going to be talking about, and I don't want to make this video too long because, well, I don't want to make it too long. It's hot out here for one. I'm in my car. It's hot out here for one, and 2, I just don't want to make this video too long. That is my AC in the background. If you can hear that humming, that's my AC. Sorry, it's just really hot, and I just can't do the video without it. I'm in the car because my kids are, it is like 3:30 in the afternoon, and my kids are in the house. They're up, and typically it does not sound like a zoo, but sometimes it can. I got 7. Sometimes it can, but I know when I turn the video camera on, everybody's gonna want to pop in the video and say hello, and no. So let's go ahead and get started with these reasons. Hopefully I will not talk too long or like go off on a tangent or whatever. My neighbors are probably like, what is she doing? Okay, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that I learned was to plan in your catch-all last. And this is my first time Frankenplanning, by the way, so I'm like still pretty new to this. First thing I learned was to plan in your catch-all last. So I think the first week I made the mistake of writing in my catch-all first, and I hadn't planned in my other planners yet. This is before I decided to remove the planners out of my Frankenplanner and just like, you know, integrate one planner at a time. But yeah, and so when I went to go, and so then I planned in my other planners, and then I realized I didn't have any space for the plans that I planned, and the whole point of the catch-all was to catch all the plans in my other planner, right? So tip number 1, plan in your catch-all last. Planning all of your other planners first, and then the catch-all is the last one, because really that's the one you're really kind of going to be looking at more than the other ones, right? So plan in your catch-all last, tip number 1. Tip number 2, use your planners as you use them. So as time went on, though I put all 16 planners in my planner, I didn't really use them, and I kind of felt guilty about that because, you know, I spent all this money on these planners. Like, I'm going to use every currently page, I'm going to use every monthly spread, every week at a glance. That's not realistic. Even if you're just using like one planner, it's not really realistic, especially if you're like kind of like new to that particular planner. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to use them as I use them. You know, if I need to sit down and make a meal plan, I'll use my meal planner. You know, if I need to sit down and do a need to plan my work week, I'll use my work planner. If I'm not doing anything for date night this week, I'm not going to use my marriage planner. You know, like, so like stuff like that. Like, use your planners as you use them. You know, don't force yourself to use them if you're not A, not ready to use them, B, don't want to use them, or C, don't need to use them, because it's just making extra work for yourself, and you don't have to do that. Number 3, take out the planners that you are currently not using. So after I decided, you know what, I'm just going to use the planners as I use them, and how I decided to do that was each week I just integrate a new planner, and you've seen that on the channel. I started with the faith planner, then I went to the health planner, planner, the beauty planner, and then my movie planner / me time planner. And that's what I did. And so then as I did that, I realized I'm not going to use all these other planners. Now, I love a chunky planner, okay? So I was a little hesitant to remove all the planners out there because I just like the chunkiness, but they were taking up space. So I just took them all out, the ones that I wasn't using. And that felt great. And I don't know, mentally it did something for me as well. Like I wasn't using them, and so they were taking up space, and then it was mind clutter, yeah. So I just took them out. So that's tip number 3. Take out the planners that you're not currently using. Even if you ain't touched them in 2 or 3 weeks, just take them out if you want to. If you feel if it's making you feel guilty, they're just sitting there and you haven't used them, yeah, just take them out. No big deal. Okay, number 4, create a planning routine. So I did do this, and I have that to show you just really quick. This is just a rough draft. You probably can't see. Yeah, okay, so it's totally backwards, but basically I planned when I'm going to pre-plan, and then I planned when I'm going to actually decorate the planners that I'm working in, and those will basically be when I do my plan with me. So I'll decorate all my monthly planners. I don't decorate all the planners that I'm going to be using. I'm not going to decorate all those. So the ones that I used last month, I won't decorate those this month. I'll just use the planners of the month, which I show on the channel. I'll decorate those. Does that make sense? And then I plan for when I'm going to plan next week, which will be every Saturday, which is today. And then when I'm going to plan next month, and when I'm going to do my currently pages. And so that's currently what I have so far. I'm going to try that out and see how it works. But yeah, what I found is I was all over the place. And then I got to a place where, okay, the days that I do my videos, that could be something that could be foundational to my planning routine. So basically what I do now is on Fridays, I will do my videos, and then the rest of the planners that I'm using for the month, just those, I will decorate those. Just decorate them. I won't write my plans in. I'll just decorate them. Then come Saturday, when I'm planning for the next week, then I'll plan in all of them. That way I'm not having to sit down and do all that stuff at once. Now mind you, it's fun, but I don't be having time for it. So to sit there and do all that. So far that's been working pretty good. As we integrate all these other planners in here, I'll probably have to switch it up. But like I said, I'm only decorating technically 5 at the end of the month, 5 planners a month. But it's not going to be you understand what I'm saying. Now I'll be planning in, I'm going to go ahead and just confuse you more. I'm going to go ahead and still plan in the planners that, camera's here. I'm going to go ahead and plan in the planners that I used last month, because obviously I've already integrated those, and I'm planning in those. But I won't be decorating them, right? So planning in all the planners, so it's a total of 9 planners, 10 planners actually, because I got my work planner in there, and then I got my catch-up planner, plus the 8. And then just the planners that you see on the channel, I'll have those decorated or whatever. Yeah, so hopefully that didn't confuse you too much. Okay, so yes, create a planning routine for yourself. Start off with something small, some foundational. I would say the first thing you should probably do is which the first thing that worked for me is pick one day that you're going to plan. Pick one day that you're going to plan, and if you don't have as many planners as I'm using, you can probably decorate and plan the same day if you wanted to. But if you're doing videos and stuff, then you want to break it up how you break it up. But yeah, pick a planning day. Pick a planning day. So far that's what I got for the planning routine. I will definitely keep you posted on how this goes. Right, and lastly, number 5. This is a very important one, and it's just paper and ink. It takes time, so it's just paper and ink. So I got all these planners because I thought it would be a fun idea to get a planner for each area of my life that I was trying to level up, and I thought it would be great to just plan in all of them. And that first week, I was I think I bit off a lot more than I could chew. And it's been a roller coaster. But then it was just kind of you know what, Tiffany? Honestly, and you, dear watcher, it is not that serious. It's really not. It's just paper and ink. If you don't plan in it, you don't plan in it. It's important that you're living your life versus planning your life. Now, plan your life, mind you, do plan your life. But I mean, do you understand what I'm saying? For instance, if you watch my flip through video, there was that last week, I didn't plan any of my planners, and I kind of felt low-key guilty about that. But then I was just kind of you know what, last week kind of sucked, like, and it just did. It was what it was. And so I wasn't like, after a while I wasn't like tripping too hard about it. It's just paper and ink. Yes, I have goals for what I want to use these planners for, and I ideally, it was very idealistic of me for me to do what I plan to do. But I'm sure as time goes on and I get adjusted to having all these planners and making these plans and writing and routines and all that other stuff, it will all come along, and it will take time. But there will be weeks, and I gave myself permission to do this head on. There will be weeks where I just don't write in it. You know, that doesn't mean that I didn't do the things, or that that doesn't mean that I didn't do the things. I just didn't plan in my planner, because sometimes, some weeks, you just ain't got time for that. And I just ain't got time for that sometimes. So that's just the grace that I give myself as far as my planner goes. And this could actually spread to like other areas of life as well, or let's say like you spend like a lot of money on something, or you spend like a lot of time and energy doing something, and so you're just not like feeling it. It could be you're not feeling it that day or that month or whatever, that week. Could be that time of the month you just like screw everything. It's just like that, you know. So give yourself that grace as well. It doesn't just have to be like with your planner, but like any and all things. That is all for today's video. Yeah, those are the 5 things. I've learned like more things, but those are the 5 things that have like stayed with me as I've been like going throughout this process. And so yeah, if any of you are like new to Frankenplanning, or if any of you have thought about Frankenplanning, or you're currently Frankenplanning, you know, whatever, that I hope those things can help you as well, because that's what's helped me so far. So just let me recap real quick. Plan your catch-all last. Use your planners as you use them. Do not pressure or guilt yourself into using them, because that just puts more stress on you than necessary. Take out the planners you're not currently using if it makes you feel bad that they're sitting there not being used. 4, create a planning routine that's going to save you time and stress. And then 5, remember, it's just paper and ink. It's not that serious. Yes, so yeah, that's all for today's video. I will see y'all on the next video. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to keep in touch, hit the subscribe button. If you really want to keep in touch, hit the notification bell, and share this if you care to. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.